Morning.
Morning, you alright?
You alright?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a peace and love demonstration by the Love Police. We are gathered outside Hugo Boss, or Boss as they prefer to be called these days, and the reason why I have to come back outside here is because I had a terrible conflict with the manager of Boss. A few weeks ago I had my little camera set up, as you can see there on the floor, and I had it pointed at Hugo Boss, and what I was doing a journalistic camera work about how everyone was shopping on Boxing Day and how busy the shops were. And the manager of Hugo Boss came running outside with his big, strong security guard, and they grabbed my camera from my hands and said that the camera is not allowed to point inside the store. And we had a big conflict. And what I would just like to say to the management at Hugo Boss is just how sorry I am for that conflict.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm okay, thanks, mate.
Okay, you came along and said a few things about bankers.
Tell you that
Hiya.
you don't need to go into the branch and actually get you a shift from the branch if you've got a camera.
Oh, but I'm not in the branch.
I don't care, but you're filming outside the branch.
And your name is Chris Lee. What is your position in there?
Audit and operations.
But my name is Charlie, but because we're not going in, this is still
That's
public.
fine.
Yeah.
You can't film outside the branch itself.
Oh, we're not allowed to film outside the branch. Says who? You're wrong, Chris Lee. Anyway, she interrupted my interview. How are you?
I'm alright, mate.
What's up with your life right now?
Apart from being homeless, having nowhere to live, having no money, not a lot, I'm surviving. That's still a big issue,
Yeah, how did you end up homeless?
I've been flat repossessed through rent arrears.
Rent arrears?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah?
And only 600 quid.
Retail support unit, we love you. Retail support unit, please come and talk to me. Give me an interview. You guys are private. You smiled. You can give me an interview, please. No, I did nothing official. But are you guys like a private police force? But what powers do you have? Because you got like a big uniform, and have you got? But surely this was a job that police used to do. And you guys do it now. Anyway, thank you for smiling. Obviously, it's just... No worries. Can I just film the back of your jacket? Is that right? Look at that, Securitas. Did you know that Securitas also sponsors police cars now? There they go. There they go again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered outside HSBC here just to we must thank the lovely bankers, the chief executives of HSBC, for not fulfilling their money laundering checks. And what happened was, a bunch of drug dealers in Mexico that killed 60,000 civilians managed to launder billions of pounds and dollars of drug money on the backs of dead children. Cocaine money, heroin money, methamphetamine money through HSBC. Because, this is the world's local bank, and I think they've switched off their automatic doors. Yes, they have. They do this every time. Because this is the world's local bank, they wanted to also help the local drug dealers in Mexico. Because, as you know, when you're a drug dealer, it's very difficult to get your money clean. But because HSBC is too big to fail and that they're above the law, no one goes to jail for these things. You try hacking a website, you go to jail. When you're a big banker, and you money launder lots of money and are actively involved in the killing of children, you get a fine. Not a big financial fine that could actually threaten your business, but you pay a tribute to the government that fines you. And it's all organized behind closed doors. They all, sign a few little contracts here saying, you made 500 billion profit last year, we'll just take $500 million. Just 1%. We'll take 1% of your profit as a fine. Is that okay? HSBC loved it. They thought it's great. Yeah. Anyway, bankers are human beings as well. And I used to work for HSBC in the call center in the Gile in Edinburgh, selling expensive loans to vulnerable people. But as we know, ladies and gentlemen, bankers, high-ranking, highly paid bankers are also human beings stuck on a very, very, very disastrous separation from the universe, from each other. Because can you imagine what it's like to be so rich, so greedy, and then actually do nothing when children are dying and starving? Can you imagine how difficult it's going to be to find your way back to the promised land? It's going to be very hard. Anyway, it's starting to rain all over my camera now, so you're lucky, HSBC, you're lucky. You're lucky I didn't say anything really important. Anyway, lots of love. My name is Charlie. Do look up the Love Police. Write it down, please. Very popular YouTube channel. It's filming right now. The Love Police, very hippie. I did used to work for HSBC and HBO's financial advisor, as we know. Anyway, love you.
Okay, you too, man. Thank you for speaking. Good luck.
HSBC, it is your father. Together we will smash the Rebel Alliance and those nasty, non-banking, non-taxing, dirty Rebel Alliance. How's everything? How's the money laundering going? How's the Mexican drug lords and terrorists doing? How's the decapitation of innocent people? Getting carried away with myself here. Anyway, bankers, what was I saying? Bankers are human beings as well. Big banks that have raped the planet, destroyed the universe, chopped down the rainforest, polluted the seas, charged everyone too much money, evicted all those vulnerable people from their houses for non-mortgage payment, and let's not forget the subprime mortgage market! Financial instruments called derivatives, which have managed to actually destroy the world economy. Thank you, HSBC. Thank you for destroying my parents' pension. Thank you for making me jobless. In fact, I'm quite happy being jobless because I get to be a crazy man with a beard outside banks with a megaphone. Woo! Anyway, thank you, HSBC, for putting a pound and a dollar sign in front of everything that's sacred. Thank you for making it unaffordable for old people to pay for their heating. So you've got grannies and grannies dying of bloody cold. Yeah, alright, yeah. Look at that. Normal people here clapping and shaking my hand. They know the truth. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, I used to work for HSBC. I didn't used to work for HSBC. It was tough. What my job was, in fact, camera, I'll tell you what my job was for I worked in a call center. And I would do outbound loan sales. So what I would do is I'd get a big list in the morning of all these vulnerable people, mostly grannies and the unemployed, going over their overdraft limit. And then what I would do, with my professional accent, Mr. Smith, I'd say, sorry, Mr. Smith, you're going over your overdraft limit. Here's an expensive loan. Take it, or we'll just shut off your banking and send you a bailiff to your house to take away your Sky TV or whatever it is. And that's what I used to do. I had to go home every night and have a very cold shower to wash the flora of Satan off my skin. The bacteria of the devil that covered me after selling vulnerable people expensive loan. Anyway, HSBC have said that we're not allowed to film or megaphone outside the branch. Megaphoning, I don't know where they get that one from, but I think the filming, what HSBC have said, or their operations manager has said, is that they must actually own the photons that comes 200 billion miles from there. 7 or 8 minutes travel at the speed of light, bounces off that building and into my camera. HSBC, because they are a big bank, after all, they might actually own the photons. They might do, you never know.
Ladies and gentlemen of Barclays, this is a message from Barclays management. We are happy to announce that everyone's mortgage, everyone's credit card, and everyone's overdraft has from this moment forth been reduced to zero. All that money that you owe us, we'd like to announce that because we were very naughty in the banking LIBOR scandals, the subprime mortgage markets, and the derivatives markets, and we'd like to apologize for stealing all your money by fixing the finances. Everyone's accounts now has been reduced to zero. Everyone's debit account is at zero. If you have a credit account, what we've done is that we've added £10,000 to everyone's account who banks with us because we're nice that way. We've come to the realization that we are a nasty profit-making organization and that humanity, compassion, love, and understanding is actually the best way. In fact, management must have not got my email because they've just locked the automatic doors and forced all those poor people to stay inside the bank. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Barclays has kidnapped all those people. Look at that. Is that legal? They forced all those people to stay in there. How bizarre. What's happening here? Look at all these people stood around listening. Oh, they're all shy now. Uh-oh. Oh, there's some that aren't so shy. Anyway, they're all watching because what's happened is that Barclays has locked the doors. Very bizarre.
Anyway, this is becoming absurd. Like we come out on Megaphone, people walk past, they smile. Yeah, look at the guy, he speaks the truth. And then they go into Hugo Boss and buy a new suit. The ladies, go and buy more makeup. You're not going to go buy more makeup now, are you? You're lovely, you don't need makeup. And you, sir, don't bank with them. Credit, as Jesus said, and in fact, Islam does not believe in credit. And Jesus Christ went into the money-changing house and he kicked their tables over. He said, you will not make money on the suffering of others. And what has HSBC done? Well, I just told you what I used to do. I used to actually force people to take on loan and credit to actually deepen their suffering. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am Charlie. I am a detective with the Love Police. This is a presentation by the Interstellar Anthropology Department reminding you all that you are truly the conscious, spiritual, amazing children of the universe. You will live forever. There is nothing to fear. You are beautiful as you are. None of these big organizations or these big banks can make you any more perfect. You are perfect. You're a human being, goddammit. Start acting like it. There's no more power in there than in your own soul. You think David Cameron or the Queen? You don't think the Queen struggles and gets piles when she has to do a poo? Everyone struggles. So don't let the big adverts tell you you're not beautiful. Don't let those idiots in the soap operas make you get plastic surgery. Those football teams make you say, oh, you need to dress like David Beckham, otherwise you're a failure. Or the big banks trying to convince you that unless you earn lots of money. What is money anyway? Money is a token of distrust. Money does not mix with family and love. Do you know why? Because it's a token of distrust. And HSBC, the world's local bank, just one of many. They're not the only guilty ones. In fact, we are the guilty ones. I used to work for them. Everyone goes in there to bank because we don't believe in a different world. We don't believe another world is possible. Well, I guess my job, as a manifestation of your subconscious made physical in the 3D world, is to remind you, because I am you, I am you, I am you, I am you, I am you. I am your subconscious. I am here to remind you that another world is possible. You are amazing. You have nothing to fear. Just get up and do something about it. This is your experience, your reality, your consciousness, your spirit traveling through the universe and the solar system. So whether you believe in God, whether you believe in science, whether you believe in quantum mechanics, whether you believe in smoking weed and waking up at midday to play the sitar, whatever you believe, one thing you know for sure is that you're here, you're conscious, and you can change your life. It's just a choice, as the great Bill Hicks said, between fear and love. The voices of fear believe in big banks, big guns, big oil, big war. The voices of love believe in brotherhood, community, compassion, empathy, and understanding each other's suffering. And on that note, I'd like to thank the man there for filming for me. And I'd like to thank HSBC for ignoring and him. I'd like to thank the guy on the bike for saying whatever he said. And HSBC for forgetting and ignoring this message immediately. Anyway, if you want to look up this madness, do look up the Love Police on YouTube. That is the Love Police. Yep, it's as hippie as it sounds. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
No worries.
Hi guys, do you mind if I ask a question?
Sorry, we're on our way to a job, mate.
Okay, it's regarding that memo that got sent around about me. Can I ask you a question? It's about the memo about me that got leaked. A friend of mine in the police force leaked a memo that was all about me. I was wondering if you've seen it. Just wondering if it's an effective use of police time and money to talk about a peaceful... Oh, please comment, you're smiling, you're a nice guy. Anyway, thank you for at least engaging with me for a moment. Just leave it recording.
There you go.
I work as a camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm one of the fund managers for the investment arm of Barclays, and I've got good news for all of you. Good news. One of the companies in our investment funds is called the Energy Company Fund. It's British Gas. And I'd like to announce that British Gas profits have gone up, as well as British Gas energy prices have gone up. So what's happened is, about 12,000 vulnerable and disabled and elderly people have died from the cold, but our investment fund has gone through the roof. So look, the question is, ladies and gentlemen, money is more important than human beings, which is why we are Barclays. We are a big bank. Prices go up, vulnerable people die. That's how it works. But as long as your share portfolio keeps rising, 10% a year, on the back of misery, it's not about humanity, it's about profit. So get that into your heads. You can't protest against the banks. We own everything. We're too big to fail. We're perfect. And on that note, the police have arrived. If you could pan the camera around, the police have arrived. The police are here to facilitate my madness. The police support madness like this. That's why they turned up to protect me against the bank. Or something.
There you go. Cheers, man.
No worries.
Hey, cool. You got it all. And when you mix Securitas Retail Support Unit with Manchester Police, you get the ultimate partnership of public and private, and then you get Securitas sponsoring police cars. Everything is okay in the new world order of privatized police and the corporate what? Corporate everything. Corporate reality, corporate brains, corporate souls, corporate police. Don't know if you can see my new buddies behind me. There they are, there's my buddies. Just had a very interesting conversation with an ambulance guy on a bicycle. You might have seen him just saying stop filming. And the reason why he was sensitive about me filming is because about a week ago on Market Street, where I was just at, a guy had a heart attack on a bench, and a massive crowd was around giggling and filming on their mobile phones as the paramedics gave him CPR and tried to save his life. And it kind of reminds me of that story, that little Chinese girl, the 2-year-old girl who got hit by a van, and dozens of people walked past and didn't help her because they were scared of being sued. And I don't know, I can't see people suffer like that. I wasn't able to watch that video of the little girl in China, and what's happened to people's souls, you know? What's going on inside people's minds where they'll be angry and hateful and support arms companies, and they won't help or they'll film someone in the street that's suffering.
Well, that's not good.
Right, so there's this giant telescreen here with a few broken pixels and things. What the hell are you doing to this giant screen?
We're taking all the squares out. It's all made up of little squares, so we're taking the individual squares out and replacing them.
And what do you think would happen to the BBC staff here if they didn't have the big telescreen?
I haven't got a clue.
Thank you very much. That was great, thank you.
That's the budget.
Are you okay there?
Hey man, how's it going?
Not so bad. Are you filming?
No, it's not on just now.
Have you got a permit if you're doing any filming on the site?
I didn't know I needed a permit. As far as I knew, I thought the BBC was public company and that this is public land. And
It's private land, it's not public land.
what does that mean for me then if it's private
You
land?
have to apply for a permit if you need to film.
Oh, it's just because I've got to do my job. I've got to get a few shots for a news story. That's nothing, obviously, against you guys and stuff. I know you got a job to do. You don't make up the rules, but no. As far as I knew, like the civil law regarding public land and like this is everything here is funded by taxpayer public money, and so I think it's a grey area. And before I came down here today, I did some research on the common law and like common law of the land, and for a human being to be to be walking anywhere that isn't enclosed, that isn't behind locked doors.
As public.
Yeah, my rights supersede the BBC's rules. So, like, as far as getting,
it's just that with it being private land.
yeah, because as far as getting permission, like, it kind of goes against my anarchist.
No, I understand where you're
yeah,
coming from.
yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
with it being private.
yeah.
That's recording at present. So can I ask you to just stop for a few minutes, please?
It's part of my job. I can't stop recording.
Please. Whilst we have this conversation, then you can continue.
No, but whenever I speak to anyone that tries to tell me things that are interesting, it's my job. It's as a journalist, I have to record it.
Right.
I'm a very spiritual man.
Okay.
I believe in the bigger, higher power. I believe that we are all born here on this earth with equal rights, and that you are a beautiful human being, and so are you. We both have mothers and fathers and brothers, and I have a son, and that we are all equal before the great creator. And I believe in Buddha, Allah, Jesus, all the good stuff.
Right.
So, like, you guys are obviously doing your job.
Definitely.
You wouldn't come and speak to me if it wasn't your job, blah, 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 because this is just like any other corporate zone. But
Which journalist are you from?
I'm an independent journalist. My channel, if you want to take it down, please do watch The Love Police.
Love Police?
Yeah, The Love Police. We do.
So a bit of a
I did a series of
personal
videos called Everything is Okay. And what we like to do most of all is to create a public spectacle, and then the police come and we hug them, and we just try and remind society that we're all struggling, we're all doing our best, and so that's what I do. But no, if there's an office that I need to go get permission at, I'm happy for you to point me in the direction, because I'm sure they'd probably give it to me, wouldn't they? They wouldn't say no. All right, I'll stop filming now. Two very nice security guards here at the BBC's Media City informed me that the reason why they get told to harass anyone filming is because the BBC and ITV wants to have total image rights. So here we are at the permit office, and let's see if the permit office will grant me a permit. Okay, we're walking away from the permit office, and I am actually surprised, I was not granted permission to film here, and the reason is because I do not have public liability insurance to the tune of £1 million, because this is designed mostly for big production companies that come here. They expect you to have insurance in case your equipment hurts someone, but seeing as this is a tiny handheld camera and a tiny tripod, it's very unlikely that my tiny tripod could fall over and kill someone. So I guess I'm just going to have to film here without permission. You alright? I'm just filming, I'm a journalist. I just film interesting things around town. This is very central Manchester in the corporate, soulless, inauthentic zone here with the Arndale shopping centre. And I just wanted to show you this this nice little plaque here on this post box. I'll read it out to you. This post box remains standing almost undamaged on June the 15th, 1996, when this area was devastated by a bomb. The box was removed during the rebuilding of the city centre and returned to its original site on November 22nd, 99. This was a gigantic IRA van bomb in 1996. And my partner, Stacey, was living here in Manchester, and she lives about 8 or 9 miles away. And even 8 or 9 miles away, everyone went running outside because they thought it was a local gas explosion. That's how loud it was. And every single building you see down there, as far as the eye can see, and I'll pan round, as far as the eye can see that way, was utterly annihilated. And what the IRA managed to do, the Irish Republican Army, they brought the British government, the Tory government, to its knees. They really made them negotiate very hard because they were truly blowing up financial centres and commercial centres and inauthentic zones. And I would ask anyone who enjoys my videos, I mean, I'll probably forget to put it in the description box, but if you do enjoy my videos, please do look up on Google or YouTube Star Trek Banned episode, where the Captain Picard and Data discuss how, as a last resort, armed conflict actually works and gets results. And I'm sure the escaped slave and great American philosopher, the late Frederick Douglass, would agree.